Are they like files or are they like SoundCloud links?
SoundCloud link.
SoundCloud.
We have
You
both.
guys.
Both.
Can
Why
I
don't we just-
download those?
Why don't we just try playing out of iTunes?
Let's say
Yeah,
you
let's
could.
try. Let's try the actual computer, and then we have four. I have like 4 songs there.
Yeah, that works.
From here?
Yeah.
Which one?
Hit like weapons. Spacebar. You guys hear that?
Yeah, it wasn't coming from the screen share, but it sounded good enough coming through the mic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Great, then let's just start there for now.
Damn.
If the connection
Dude.
is an issue, if there's any links, you guys could probably send them to me and I could share them from over here. I think that my connection's
want to send Parker the SoundCloud link?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You have it, right?
Yeah, but I think this. I'm not in my email or my text messages on this computer yet. Yeah, but let's definitely do it on my laptop.
You don't have your email logged in here?
No.
I don't want to open that on while this is streaming.
Yeah.
Well, just start with these 4 for now.
Okay, cool. All right, so hey everybody, we're just gonna do this in a way that we hope works.
Parker, didn't we just give you a raise? Is this supposed?
Oh, Parker's on mute. All right, so we're gonna play you guys some songs that we. Oh, thanks for saying happy birthday, guys. I'm still 32 though, and cherishing my last days. So we're gonna play you guys some songs that are there. You'll hear there are a lot of like sketches that didn't really make it all the way to the album. And what's interesting is, I mean, I feel like with this album more than anyone in the past, you just wrote a ton of songs, and that's kind of it's like a strategy that, I mean, we used to like write one song, and then if like the very like nascent idea wasn't good enough, we wouldn't make it. Where I feel like with this album, we made a bunch of songs that were like just okay or like decent or had like an idea, and then we just kept writing songs, so a lot of them never got finished, which is what we're going to listen to today. So you'll hear some that are just like cool pieces of music. You'll hear some that have lyrics. You'll hear a lot that have lyrics that don't make any fucking sense. But that's kind of a little deep dive into like what it looks like through in our creative process. So we're gonna only play parts of them. We're gonna have some remorse because I'm sure we'll like be like, oh shit, we forgot how good that one was, or at least I hope. Where do you want to start?
Pick any.
Okay.
And then we're coming out.
I close my eyes on the highway, driving back through the oil cities. Count the steps to your old place. If I crash, I wanna make it pretty. You are set in your old ways. You always said that you wanted more. I tried to open your suitcase. You couldn't hear it through your front door. You stood so close you couldn't see it slip away. You can't look back, you can't regret, you'll never change. Yeah, I'm all you got if you just lean into me. But you wanna talk about the weather, act like you never felt nothing. I'm losing my edge altogether. Or do you just care about money? The drugs only do so much. Do I really love you this much? And I wish that you would give up. You stood so close you couldn't see it slip away. You can't look back, you can't regret, you'll never change. Yeah, I'm all you got if you just lean into me.
That stutter never bounced right.
Fun fact: we sent that song, that beat, to Jack Harlow before he before he
Did
blew,
we really?
before he blew up, and when we were talking to him a lot, and he was like, "Oh, I love this." And yeah, it didn't become a Jack Harlow song or
Honestly,
a
like
Chainsmokers song.
that beat would be really cool with him over it. I mean, obviously he went to a much more like rap direction since then, but
And he's like 10 trillion times more famous.
yeah. But like that's like a lot of those lyrics, like they're like cool little lines in there, but the whole story doesn't make that much sense. And I feel like that song feels like Maradona. Like we kind of got that like Postal Service vibe
Yeah.
on a different record. And yeah, I feel like that kind of fulfilled that. And I think Maradona is a sicker song than that. This song's called, that one's called Weapons. This one's called This Can Never Happen Again. This was actually made, the date on it is February 11th, 2020. It was the last song that we made really high on mushrooms in Hawaii. And this is what it sounds like. Should I just skip forward a little bit? Because it go, whatever.
Yeah, just let play.
It's strange how things turn out. A little bit different than our old town. Money still talks and I throw it around. You only knew this is all about you. This is all about you. Everyone shows up for the blast off. I hope you know someone at the last call. Doesn't make a difference to the bartender. There's the tabs on you. And there's the tabs on you. Try to show you my insides. Feels like I show you my insides. You only want dinner when it's hard time. I'm still trying to be the nice guy for you. For you. You're in town for the weekend. It feels like I'm going off the deep end. It's easier just to be friends. You can never tell that it's all about you. It's all about you. But this can never happen again. 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 This can never happen.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Glad these ones, they're good, but they.
Yeah, they're not as good.
Yeah.
Like the ideas of them are cool, but like, yeah, they never really got there. But I feel like in the past we would have. I mean, I guess on this album we did take a lot of things from Hawaii and go and perfect them, but
Yeah.
I think we let more go this album than any album before. And I feel like now how we're making songs is we're just making stuff, and we made so many songs in Aspen. Like there's probably like 40 songs at this, or 40 ideas for like what's gonna come next at this point, and we hold on to a couple of them. But you know, if it's just sometimes you got to make 40 ideas to get 3 good ones. This one is called 1111, which I wrote. I think I wrote this in my hotel room in Seattle. This like came out of the same this was like done at the same time as Green Lights, which we dropped in the Discord over the summer or no this time last spring. And yeah, this is just kind of, I don't even really remember where it goes, but here it goes.
11, 11, 4 of Seattle, see the ocean. Untuck the bed, but I'm tired of being lonely. I may have held it, but I don't think I know if I felt it. Now I'm dancing all alone in my room. No, I never thought that love could be selfish. Oh, I believe in a thing called love. Even though I haven't seen it, doesn't mean it won't come.
Yeah, that's that one.
I have a question, and I'm seeing a lot of like similar comments in the chat.
Yeah.
Can you guys kind of like talk about from your perspective, like deciding what's good enough versus what you leave behind? Because to like a lot of people, they're gonna hear these songs and be like, these sound like amazing, complete songs. Like, how are you gonna say that these aren't good enough? So could you like, I don't know, talk about like the difficulties or like just the your perspective of deciding like what you think is good enough to keep going?
That's a good question. Because I feel like some songs you make and you really like the idea, but you work on to them to a point where it's not turning into the song that you want it to turn into, and so you let it go. Or some of the songs could be really good ones, but you get distracted by something else that you make, and that kind of takes precedent, and you kind of forget about them. Which is why this is fun, kind of revisiting them, and you know, there's uh, there's some magical parts to all of these that still makes me feel something, but I remember they just didn't get to the point where we felt like it was a full, like as good enough as good as what else we were working on, and that's the stuff that you guys have heard. That's like it's finished.
Yeah, it's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
This one, on the other hand, is pretty finished and didn't make the cut.
Oh yeah.
What's this one?
It's cold out, but you're all dressed up and you're rolling to the worst night of your whole life. The worst night of your whole life. And it's strange out now that you're famous. Nothing changes. Still the worst night of your whole life. The worst night of your whole life. See, that's the trouble. You live in a bubble of the places that you've only seen in a magazine or somewhere on TV. You think I'm clever, but I just know better that you'll be happier with someone that you've never seen. Whoa. It's cold out, but you're all dressed up and you're rolling to the worst night of your whole life. The worst night of your whole life. And it's strange out now that you're famous. Nothing changes. Still the worst night of your whole life. The worst night of your whole life. You pick up your phone just as I'm getting stoned, and I'm contemplating just to tell you if I'm getting clean. Whoa. You stare at the carpet, am I just a target? A stamp on your passport to somewhere you need to be seen. These drugs, they won't fill the void. You're not enough on your own. It's cold out, but you're all just
Yeah, that one's got the feels.
But
I feel like we were
Yeah.
channeling a lot of, especially in the beginning of So Far So Good. We were channeling a lot of like Death Cab for Cutie, and that one really screams that to me. What's up, Jordan? We're on Discord right now, doing the anti-album. And yeah, I feel like the lyrics of that one could have we could have pieced that story together a little bit better. But there's a lot of lines that are pretty heartbreaking. Just being the disillusionment of like living in LA and all these people that you know have these like very um, everyone's pretty vapid and transparent about their intentions and just kind of getting delusioned with that and uh, realizing where that you like sit in that scene to some respect. But I feel like the story didn't fully come together, and then it didn't go anywhere, and like we didn't really know like what
Yeah, and then
where that song would
where do,
exist.
where do we
or-
play that song? And
Yeah, I guess it's for them right now on
Yeah,
Discord.
that was a cool one. I
Yeah.
guess we can't really play any other ones because they don't.
You guys have to dip anyway soon, but if there's like a couple questions.
Yeah,
you
Parker,
wanna
you have any
answer-
Yeah.
questions or anyone have any questions? There's a lot more. There's a lot more to. There's probably like 20 other songs, but
Really, the main question that's repeated over and over is why aren't these being released?
I don't know. There's other ones that we're like working on that. I mean, creating's a weird thing, you know, you make stuff and you like fall in love with it, and it's not that like you just keep making better stuff because I mean you usually think that you keep making better stuff, and so therefore, you know, you're always putting out your best stuff, or you're trying to the next thing you're making is better, but it's not better or worse. It's just you're kind of on this artistic train ride that just kind of goes, and you got to just keep making stuff, and some of the stuff make it to the top and you spend time on it, and some of it um sits in a Dropbox folder and we play for you guys on Discord. But I mean, I think now more than ever, um, we're trying to channel I think a lot of our like biggest songs that really connected with people were ones that happened as a stream of consciousness, and like the majority of the song um done in like one session. Like Roses,
Mm-hmm.
Alex, myself, and Roses wrote like in 8 hours the whole thing, like, and produced. And we just like kind of sat there and did the whole thing, and then the "Don't Let Me Down" beat just happened all at once, and like even closer, us and Freddie from Lewis the Child were just sitting on the bus and pretty much made the entire beat, and then or the basic idea of the beat. And the next day, Sean Frank and us like wrote the lyrics, and that was that. That was like the song. Like I feel like we're trying to, we're making all these songs now, and the ones that you keep going back and like trying to chip away aren't usually the ones that come and become like connected, but the ones that come together really quickly that are a full idea are the ones that we're trying to put forward right now. And that means that you're gonna have days where, weeks where you're spending in the studio making things that no one will ever hear, but you got to get those ideas out just to get to the one that, really feels like it has like connectivity, that really represents what we're trying to do artistically.
Cool. That sounds great. You guys feeling like nice and creative right now?
Yeah, I mean it's always a battle. We have a couple of songs right now that we're very, very, very excited about. Um, wait, how do they know about See You Again?
Because you guys posted a lot on TikTok when you guys were in Aspen.
Oh yeah, that's wait.
yeah, we definitely posted. A video.
Also, like songs that they call
Oh.
separate things aren't necessarily songs.
No, that's
that
the
you
right
all
one.
No,
want.
that's the right name, right? Yeah.
We're working on that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna start so much. A confirmed song title for you
About
guys.
that one too, but we're not gonna give it away yet.
Which one? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's that. Thanks for listening, everybody. I know there's a ton more, and we're like just kind of running out of time. And sorry for the technical difficulties, but it's pretty awesome to be able to, these are songs that was just like nice for us to hear again after the years that they were created, and it's cool that you guys are fans of us enough to sit here and listen to them and give a shit about our demos. And hopefully we can do this again sometime. Long live the anti-album.
And we'll figure out how to smooth out these technical difficulties. But that sounded great. I don't know about
God.
everybody else. On my end, that sounded great.
The new MacBook speakers.
Wonderful.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We love you all.
Have a great holiday. Everyone probably deserves a little bit of vacation right now. So if you're coming to Countdown in LA, we'll see you there, or at Contact in Vancouver, or at the Atlantis in Bahamas,
If you're
or
going to-
Belly Up in Aspen,
Vegas.
or Vegas for New
Vegas.
Year's Eve at Excess.
Yeah.
We love you. We got a new set planned. It's gonna be awesome.
All right. See you. Thanks, Parker.
Yep. Thanks, guys.